Hey, what's up guys? I'm Skip and you're watching HighVoltsGaming. On today's episode, we're going to be playing some BeamNG.drive. We're going back to the garage for another build video. Now let me go ahead and start off by saying thank you to everybody that's been leaving comments down in the comment section below, especially on these back to the garage build videos, and giving me some really good ideas and good suggestions for upcoming build videos. So definitely keep them coming, guys. I really appreciate that, and really lets me know what sort of builds y'all are wanting to see. We definitely have some big requests for drift builds and also drag builds, and I think I'm going to have some of those coming up. So like I said, definitely let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know what you want to see, what kind of build you want to see coming up next. So today we're going to be building a rock crawler. So let's go ahead and go back to our vehicle menu because I'm going to cheat it out a little bit. We're going to go ahead and start off with Torsion's Stubby truck from his D-Up mod. Now I'm going to be using lots of different mods here, guys. Actually, on the main page it said I had 105 different mods loaded in. So anything that you see on here can be found on BeamNG's website, right? So I'll leave the website link down below. And basically, you know, I go through there and any cool mods that I see, I download, I grab, and I put into my version of the game. That way I have them to use, right? That's what I do. That's what you should do if you want to have, you know, all the parts, right? Load as many mods in here as you can. BeamNG is a great game and handles all the different mods no problem. So anyway, like I said, we're going to cheat it out a little bit here. We're going to start off with the D-Up mod, or the Stubby mod here from the D-Up mod. Stubby version from the D-Up mod. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Drop our frame down. Now basically I'm going to try to probably just take off as much stuff as we possibly can. Now I've already built this truck too, just to let you guys know. I've already built a really cool rock crawler and I've been using it the last couple days, so I wanted to replicate that again, show you guys exactly what I did and how to get that crawler, because I really like it, and it's really been one of the most authentic crawling experiences I've had here on BeamNG.drive with this particular rock crawler, right? There's been lots of other rock crawler variants out that have come out there, but usually they seem like they're just basically another off-road truck, right? This one is a legitimate crawler, so if you do exactly what I'm doing here, you're gonna see that too. So one of the main things, and one thing I do need to say, is this 4.1 i6 reproduction turbocharged engine is the engine we're going to be using, and this is a mod that I actually lost on BeamNG's website somewhere. I cannot find this mod. It came with this turbocharged i6, and it came with a ultra low range 6-speed manual transmission. So it's just the one mod with the two parts, and I really wanted to be able to list that for you guys as one of the main things I'm going to be using on this build, but I can't find it anywhere. So maybe you guys can let me know what I did wrong, or if it got deleted, or where it is actually over there on the website. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and keep going with this build here. We're going to pick the Stage 2 turbocharger. There we go. Let's pick our transmission. Now we could use this ultra low range transmission. It does pretty well, but it's not actually ideal for what we want to do. I really like using these customizable parts. You put on that customizable manual transmission, and then when we get over into the tuning, we're going to be able to fully tune that transmission to make the gear ratios exactly what we want it to be. Alright, let's keep on going here. Front suspension, we already have the off-road shocks. Perfect. One thing I'm going to want to do is this particular version of this mod has the 40mm spacers. We're going to go ahead and take those off because that actually opens up a lot more wheels for us to choose from. So as you can see here, we have a whole huge list of wheels. You can even put the dunk wheels on this thing, and I did try it, and it does crawl pretty good with the dunk wheels. I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna use it this time, but just to let you know, it can be done. So let's see here. Where is our off-road wheels at? Here's the ones we want to use here. And actually, you know what? I'm thinking wrong. I actually want to run the 6 lug on this truck. There's a 6 lug wheel hubs. There's another mod out there, which is this one right here. I'm not even going to try to kill that name, but this is the mod. It's this wheel and tire set. So that's what we're going to be running too, and they seem to have really good grip and do really well on the rocks. So you can see there, it just came with the regular 33-inch tall tires. You can put the 35s on there, or then we have that name brand, 33 and 35. That's the one we're going to use. That's the one that seems to work really well. Like I said, I did try some different other tires on here, and this thing does crawl with them as well, but That just seems to be a really good setup. I really like the tread pattern on this thing. Just looks like a good, nice, big, beefy off-road tire, right? So keep on going here. Rear suspension. Now here's another spot with the rear differential. We're going to go ahead and use the customizable rear diff. We already have the off-road springs in there, off-road shocks. That's good to go. Okay, one thing I did do is also I put on the front race brakes. I don't really know if you need that strong of a brake pad, but it seemed to work really well. I mean, this thing held its spot on the rocks, no problem. I didn't have to switch out the actual brakes. I just changed out the brake pads, and it worked really well. So we'll go ahead and do that again. And we're gonna have to change out our rear wheels, put on the 6-lug hubs. Drop that down, there we go. All sorts of other off-road wheels and tires here too, guys. You can run these trial wheels. Actually, ooh, they have the red trial wheel. That probably is gonna look pretty good on there. Yes, sir, that's the one right there. Hopefully we can still run our good wheels, or our good tires. Yes, we can. Beautiful. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and change that out. Red Trial 1000. Absolutely great looking rim there. Got that bead lock look. Looks really nice. We're definitely going to be airing these things down. Alright, now it looks like it pretty much took care of the drivetrain. Now we're going to lighten this thing up. Go ahead and pull the front bumper right on off of it. We don't need that bumper getting in our way one bit. That's not going to help us rock crawl in any way, shape, or form. So we're going to lose it. The off-road rear bumper narrowed from that D-Up mod. We're going to get rid of that as well. Get out of that. Get out of there, bumper. We do not need you. Okay. And everything here we're going to get rid of as well. Left door, gone. Right rear door, gone. Hopefully this thing still has seat belts in it. We're going to leave the front fascia on, because if you take off the front fascia, you lose your headlights. And if you ever decide to want to crawl at night, you're going to need those. Go ahead and remove the front fenders as well. Front fender is not going to do a bit of good. The glass, get rid of it. Interior, we'll leave the interior in it. We're going to need somewhere to sit. Lettering, radiator. Let's go ahead and put a high performance radiator in there. And take the shifter off the column and put it down on the floor where it belongs. And then we have these spotlights in here as well. I do like to run these spotlights. That just gives you some additional light down the trail. And also we missed the roof accessory. Let's go ahead and add a roof accessory. And we will put on the roof. Oh no, the roof lights is not what we want. That's the one that the heavy duty trucks have. That's not going to help us out either. Roof rack, that's what we want. There we go. A couple more lights for now. We're going to have plenty of light on the trail here. Let's see, what else do we have? Front door, we don't need that. There we go. Front right door, don't need that. I am going to leave the hood on. Well, actually, let's go ahead and pull it off here real quick. So we didn't technically take a look at that i6. And that's why. It just looks like the basic stock i6 that comes in the game. It's just a black sort of shell. It really doesn't matter if you run the hood or not, right? So we have another roof rack. What? Roof lights? Oh, okay, I guess that's just that rack up there. There we go. Now this, one thing to note here is that the steering wheel is missing off this one. If you do put a steering wheel on it, it kind of sticks it in the wrong spot, I think. Let's check it out here. I think it has something to do here with this D-Up mod. Yeah, you can see there the steering wheel is sort of floating down a little bit low, so I'm just going to leave that off. Kind of stinks, and I didn't really think about this, but I think it has something to do with this mod, like I said, but I definitely wanted to use that shortened frame and the jacked up body, right? So I really don't care if the steering wheel's gone or not. I don't think the dashboard works right in this thing either. But anyway, that is the build right there. Now let's go ahead and put a rock crawling tune on it. Now what I did was just go to the straight extreme end of the ballpark. We're going to take our final drive and put it all the way up. You can see right here it says a lower number equals a higher top speed. So we went with a higher number, giving us this lower top speed, right? It's 8 to 1 now, basically. first gear ratio, we're going to do the same. I'm going to drop that all the way down to 8:1. And my second gear, I've figured out that I prefer it to be a little over 5.5 and a little under 4. So 3.9 gear ratio. Well, no, let's drop it down a little bit, right around there. 3.6. No, we can't. Okay, there we go. 3.7. There we go. And third gear, I'm going to bump that up just a tad bit as well. Reverse gear ratio. This is also very important because when you're on the rocks and you're trying to do some precision maneuvering, you shift it into reverse and you hit 20 miles an hour, you're not going to be happy. You're going to bounce yourself right off the rock or whatever. So it's very important here to take this all the way down to, it says -8:1. And I don't really, I guess that's because it's a reverse ratio, but that's what you want to do there. You do not want to go to this end of it. That's going to make it, do 200 miles an hour, in theory, in reverse. This is going to make you do 2 miles an hour, right? So this is the side that you want it on. Here is our tires. Let's go ahead and air those tires down. I've been running them right around, 9-10 pounds. So that's what we're going to do. Here we go. Now here's our ride height. Go ahead, let's see, that's remember if I really jacked up the ride height any. Go ahead and put it up a little bit more here. Front toe, we won't mess with that. I did set the track width just a little bit more to sort of stick those tires on the outside of the body more. See our track width, let's go ahead and set that and see what it looks like. You can see that. Put those tires just on the outside of the body there to sort of give us a little bit more protection. Basically keep our tires on the rocks and not our body, right? And right here is actually our suspension dampening and everything. This is a pretty important here to do with the rock crawler. With that being said, I have no idea to really how to do tuning. I just know it has to be a lot lower, a lot softer, right? So basically just took all these and bring them all down quite a bit. Now you can see here you have your front bump dampening. This is going to be for slow speeds, and front fast bump dampening for, of course, for fast speeds. I would imagine. I think that's what that means anyway. So like I said, we are going to go ahead and just drop these on down. I'm going to run it right about 1100, somewhere around there. That's where I was running it before. This front knee keep, I didn't really mess with that. Don't really know what that does. You could read it, but who has time for that? Front rebound dampening, definitely want to drop this down as well. In the same sort of range as the top. Fast dampening, let's take you down. Rear dampening, rear rebound dampening. Let's take you down, and we'll take this down too. There we go. Now this is definitely, let's go ahead and take these down too, right? Why not? There's definitely something here you'll have to play with, right? Make sure you get it sort of where you want it. Whatever. Right here is another thing for our rear differential. This gives us our lock torque, rear diff lock torque, which basically means all the way over here you have an open diff, and all the way over here you have a lock diff. In theory, it can apparently take 17,000 Newton meters of force before it starts slipping anyway. So this is what I've been running, and it seems to run very, very good like that. Let's go ahead and apply that to the vehicle. And there is our rock crawler. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Now, like I said, guys, this by far has been the best rock crawling vehicle that I've had in the game so far. And like I said, a huge mashup of parts in this thing. All kinds of different modded parts that really just work well together and really, really do good. So let's go ahead and set this as our default vehicle. Let's go ahead and throw it on some rocks for a short test video here. I am going to do a legitimate rock crawling video. I know I always say that with these back to the garage videos, but we are going to come back here, back to Crawl Central, and we're going to be doing a legitimate rock crawling video. For today though, I'm just going to be showing it off just a little bit just to finish this video up. Now I am running my Logitech G920 steering wheel here, so that's going to let me stay right in the gear I want, pick exactly the line I want, stuff like that. Now here we go, full throttle. We are doing about 12 miles an hour there, 9 to 14, 16 I see. So right around 12 miles an hour, right? Maxed out. You can hear blow-off valve on that little straight 6. I really like this this truck, guys. So let's go ahead and try it out here. Hopefully it doesn't prove me wrong. It should just be able just to crawl its way right on up and over everything. I've never had anything that would actually just crawl up rocks like this thing does, like it just did right there. I've always had to slam it in second gear or get some speed going up that first little section there. Now with that being said, now I am in second gear and I do have a lot more wheel speed. I can actually bounce my way up some rocks and boulders if I do need to. Smashing its way into that rock, but it got up and through there. Like I said, guys, this has just really been a really impressive truck to me. You know, with all these different mods just sort of mashed together. Like I said, you saw everything that I used there. You can find everything for yourself over there on BeamNG's website. I'll try to leave as many of the links to the actual mods that I use down in the description below, but sometimes I forget one or can't find one, like this straight 6 mod, this turbocharged straight 6. And honestly, that's really one of the really nice parts about this mod, is just because this motor with that second rate turbo, or the second series turbo, whatever it was, just really works well. It gives it enough power to crawl up on stuff like this, but not too much to overspin the tires. You know, if I use the stage 1 turbocharger on there, it didn't actually have enough power to crawl its way up the rocks with this super low gear range, right? So this would just really work well. Whoa, there we go. We were just putting this thing to the test. Go ahead and slam this thing into second gear, third gear. And we damaged our motor. How in the world did we kill our motor like that? I knew it would do some damage, but I had no idea it would kill the engine. But anyways, guys, definitely let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know what you'd like to see on the next Back to the Garage build video, and definitely look out for this thing in an upcoming crawler video. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button for me, guys. I'm Skip, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.